StartUp Lab.
I'm Annalise Velez, and I have a restaurant with Henry. It's called La Gringa Taqueria, and we have a Cali-style Mexican food. It started in Brooklyn, and we just recently opened up in Manhattan. It's actually where we wanted to start, but we didn't find a location in the city, so we started our roots in Brooklyn, and we had a broker who was always looking for somewhere in the city, and we ended up finally finding somewhere in the village. So we had a savings, and that's how we started our first location. And the second time around, we also had a very, very small savings, and we ended up opening up this location practically with the same budget we had for the first location. I think we always felt like we had an extremely tight budget.
Yeah, we basically opened it up with like bare minimum. It's just both restaurants were do-it-yourself projects. So we've done everything. Everything was secondhand. Most of it, at least, you know.
Yeah, he's a Craigslist genius.
So, actually, the second year owning La Gringa in Brooklyn, you know, I came across a food truck, and I figured, I'm like, you know what, let's try something different. Let's get out to the city and see what the market is. So that was a disaster, and after that, you know, after doing the truck for maybe like a month, I said to myself, and I said to Annalise, I was like, "Look, man, I don't think I think what we need to do is concentrate on catering and doing a brick and mortar." And
We were really good at brick and mortar. Truck was extremely
yeah,
complicated
so
for us.
I mean, even though we were doing really great in the winter time,
we were.
it's just that the truck didn't happen. So we feel, you know what? Let's put the truck to the side, and let's concentrate on catering. And you know, and here we are now. We're what, a week, 8 days on Christopher Street. So we acquired a space, bigger kitchen. We've been doing a lot of catering, and we built that 82 Christopher Street the same as
our first
the
location.
first location, and even on a tighter budget. I called her almost like in tears, being like, "What am I doing, working all these hours, and I don't have any money to put in my tank right now. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong?" You know, and then eventually, like, I stuck it out for months at a time, and then it straightened out.
In the first year, I think he was at the restaurant day and night for like 3 or 4 months, open to close.
Nonstop. And I was just like, I'm like, what am I doing? This is crazy.
In the beginning, it was very hard. I found that to be challenging. I sometimes felt like maybe I wasn't the best boss, or I wasn't educating them the best to pass judgment on them and ask them to leave or fire them. And over time, I'm like, I'm much better at my craft, and I know when someone looks like they're doing their job really well and someone just doesn't want to work at all. The reality is that I think eventually, because, you know, Henry and I are working for it, eventually we will hit this financial success that's not only comfortable, but it exceeds our expectations.
There's not a day that you have to learn something new. You know, every day is a learning experience. You know, you're not going to wake up one day and you're going to be like, oh, I know what I'm doing 100%. You know, like, it's just not. Like, we're always failing at things and always trying new things. And it's just a process that you have to keep doing it over and over again, you know, and that's how you only get better. That's how you succeed in life, is by falling a million times.
I think that to some extent I felt like I was going to be good at this, and then the instance that I began seeing challenges, I felt like I was really bad at it, and over time I learned that I'm more resilient than I give myself credit for, and that I have the ability to problem solve at a drop of a dime, which has come over time. At the beginning, a problem would arise, and I would feel like, I don't know how to deal with this, or like, I don't even know what to do right now. We're gonna have to deal with it later. And now, for me, it's become not an option. Like, I have to learn how to solve problems now, and I've learned that I have those abilities to work in motion and to be resilient and deal with challenges quickly.